Welcome back to the Living Portal for our second episode on the hidden truth about you that no one talks about. In the previous episode, we discussed how you created everything known from your prime state in the fifth dimension. We explored how, in your highest form, you are the Christ, and your abode is in the unity consciousness of the fifth dimension, where duality does not exist at all. We also covered how you created duality when you brought forth the heavens and the earth, the invisible world of non-corporeal beings, and the physical world of corporeal beings. You set the fourth dimension to guide the growth and nourishment of the third dimension, creating the first light in the fourth dimension to be the foundation of all dualities. This light harbors all polarities, gods and devils, angels and demons, paradises and hells. We examined how the serpent often represents this duality, both good and evil, both crest and trough, and how its direction, ascending or descending, symbolizes movement toward exaltation or fall. Today, we will dive deeper into the concept of how you fell from the fifth dimension, your Christ consciousness abode, into the forgetfulness and constraints of the third dimension and its dualities. 1. Why was the first light necessary? The physical world, the third dimension, and yes, some portion of the fourth dimension, is a realm of polarities, where growth is driven by the existence of opposites. A third-dimensional being must experience hunger before eating, fatigue before resting, and pain before seeking joy. Similarly, the fear of evil compels one toward goodness, the fear of damnation towards salvation, and the fear of wrongdoing towards righteousness. The foundation of all these dualities is the first light of the fourth dimension. This light gave rise to the concepts of gods and devils, which in turn structured the moral and existential framework of the third dimension. Duality is the engine of growth in this lower dimension, making the first light an essential aspect of creation. 2. How was everything created? Your curiosity set everything into motion. From the first light as the guiding force of creation in the lower dimensions, evolution took its course, not by creating something entirely new, but by unfolding what was already within you. Time was born alongside the heavens and the earth, transcending the first light and governing the manifestation of creation. While time dictated when things would manifest, light served as the technician of this process, illuminating the manifestation of what was already present in your mind. Through light and time, you created everything in the fourth and third dimensions. The first light in the fourth dimension nourished and guided all growth in the third dimension, both literally and symbolically. Just as the sun's presence and absence influence the physical body, the light's presence and absence in the fourth dimension influences the development of the astral body, even if one is unaware of it. This light guided creation, aligning with the evolutionary stages recorded in Genesis and scientific theories. While Darwinian evolution proposes a linear transformation of species, the truth is that each species has evolved within its own blueprint, refining itself but remaining fundamentally the same. Man has always been man. 3. Man as the fruit of good and evil. At the peak of duality, man emerged as both the culmination and embodiment of creation, reflecting the interplay of good and evil. According to Genesis, man was the last of all creations, and upon his creation, you, as the Creator, rested, imparting your Christ consciousness into him, making him like you. This was the first step toward your fall into the third dimension and forgetfulness. However, your consciousness, accustomed to the boundless nature of the fifth dimension, now felt confined within the limitations of the third. Growth seemed impossible within these restrictions. As a being infused with the spirit of the fifth dimension, but bound to the body and its earthly needs dictated by the third, you sought to understand yourself. Unaware of the world you now inhabited, you embarked on an inward journey, descending from the heights of creation to its very roots. This journey, woven through various biblical texts from Genesis to Revelation, symbolized your quest to uncover hidden truths buried deep within your being. In your lowest state of creation, you became entangled with the descending current of the fourth dimensional light, the realm of devils, hells, and suffering. Yet, clinging to its cord, you pressed forward until you reached the core of creation in the fourth dimension, where the first light had emerged. There, you encountered the dormant seed of light, the unmanifested serpent, the kundalini, the coiled snake of ancient wisdom. You awakened it, seeking to unlock the secrets withheld since the beginning of time. Through the chakras, the energetic gateways of the fourth dimension, you channeled the currents of kundalini, allowing its force to descend through all layers of creation. In doing so, you partook of the forbidden fruit, the true knowledge of good and evil. The chakras, like kundalini itself, exist within the fourth dimension, where the first light serves as both the revealer and the purifier. Anything misaligned with your true nature was saint. Anything misaligned with your true nature was stripped away, for the light recognized only its master, Christ. It existed solely to serve your highest will. Now, armed with the true and deep knowledge of good and evil, the knowledge of both the gods and the devils, of both the past and the future, you stood at a crossroads. Having this knowledge and power, you could rule as a god over the realms of the fourth and third dimensions, or descend into the role of a devil if you so wished. Yet the ultimate choice remained. Would you return to your original, glorious abode in the fifth dimension, where you are beyond all dualities, beyond gods and devils, beyond good and evil, beyond heavens and hells? All these are merely your creations, existing only to serve you and to entertain your will. Kundalini awakening that presented itself as the forbidden truth also presented the gateway through which you come to understand your true nature in stillness that you transcends all the games you chose to get yourself lost into. Thanks for being with me up to this point. Before I leave, I would like to leave the following questions to you for reflection. Questions for reflection. How do you perceive the role of duality in your personal growth? What insights have you gained about your own journey through the dimensions? Are you ready to reclaim your higher consciousness beyond duality? In the next episode, we will discuss how the fall was necessary in the first place and how this knowledge might help you understand your role better this time as the leaders and healers of the new earth and its ascension into the fifth dimension. If you found this episode enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Your engagement helps us continue these explorations into the depths of consciousness. Stay tuned for the next episode of The Living Portal. Until then, stay aware, stay powerful, stay you.